Alright, so I unlocked Final Dominion Bellinor, or Bellator. The fight is relatively straightforward. There are some mechanics. Honestly, just ignore the mechanics, and don't use this team or a physical DPS team. Just use Guile and a Mage. Now, you don't have to use Guile and a Mage. You can manual your tank and just stand on your tank for the whole fight, but this is the laziest possible clear. I very much underestimated mages in my stream. I said there's probably no way that a mage can deal this much damage. They'll just run out of MP. Well, if you have phase change and a very high end mage, that is not an issue. It is a slow clear, but it is a guaranteed clear. I do need to put laser on immediately, but other than that, every unit to a different corner of the arena. Pretty basic stuff for anytime you're doing range DPS. And you were just going to, honestly, I'll just let auto do it. Let auto win the fight. Actually, I do need to do one thing. Quickly. I need to wait for my stocks to fill up, and I need to get the 200k pound mission. I've done this fight twice now, and both times I didn't get it because one time I just totally AFK'd it, and the other time I was dealing with getting killed every 10 seconds. Quite difficult. It's not a lot of damage, but it is a consistent DPS for the most part. And even when he puts up his buffs for his allies, because I have so much int, it does not matter. And I get more the longer the fight goes. Actually, kind of busted. It's fine if he goes and pokes her, he can't kill her. Just get a little luck on the autos. A little bit of luck. Are you targeting the right one? I am. Hines is also very tanky, which is useless. It doesn't matter. I don't need to use it. Okay, so do this. You actually have to kind of try a little bit. Making sure that I get the mission. It's funny, this special even does pretty decent damage for, you know, a very old unit that I only have like 110 SC on. Alright, I can literally just do this for the rest of the fight. The only downside of his minions being alive is you won't be able to Goddess Kiss a full heal from him directly, which you can Goddess Kiss even more from his minions, so it's not really a negative. Yeah, actually that's the right idea. Don't shot that page. Can fully let the AI finish the fight, but But anyway, it will help to help it with guns proccing. If you don't care about the 200 hit count mission, put on the Elder Mask so that you can't use skills, and the AI will struggle a lot less. Yeah, it's the typical thing. The AI helps you by using your skills, and you just don't want to do that. Like I said, there's not really much to say on this one. It's just going to be a slow clear. Okay, you gotta stop trying to help me, please. I hate that it changes its attack. Like, auto should not randomly select an enemy if you set it. It should just hit the enemy that you want. You can't even lock an enemy. Can't even lock an enemy well on auto. Like, what's the point of the lock feature if you can't use it the one time you would want to use it? Also, you have to disable all of his spells with this one because he will throw other spells at him, even though he is ridiculously weak to fire, because very rudimentary auto battle in this game. I always said one of the best updates they could do is the Gambit system from FF12. Give us something like that for auto, so that you can set specific requirements for different skills to be used. If an ally is below X% of HP, cast a heal skill. If the enemy doesn't have a buff, cast a buff on them, or a debuff. Like, you could make one of these games play really well, but as of yet, none of the auto battle developers have really delivered to the potential of just very simplistic, user-driven AI. And I mean, like, actual traditional video game AI, not AI. Now both things exist apparently, so you have to differentiate. Get rid of this one. By the way, even when he uses his buffs, Guile is just so good that he does not care. And when you have, what do I even have now? 22k hint. It no longer matters that he has a universal damage reduction. Still going to hit cap damage on him. It's not very high, you know. 150k on a spell is pretty low these days. Most spells are in the 300 to 500k range if they're single cast. But even so, I am looking forward to a rerun of this banner so that we can get the Awakened forms. All of these characters from the Overlord collab are interesting. The only one that I was kind of disappointed by was the Succubus one. I forget what her name is. I only watched a little bit of the show. But she seemed like she was going to be amazing based on the wording of some of her skills and passives, and then we got her, and I didn't even pull for her because the whole thing I thought was going to be great was not. It seemed like she was going to make your characters immune to insta-kills once every 20 seconds. Not insta-kills, but like any single skill that would hit you. So if you're taking 60 hits of 9k damage, and if the first 3 hits kills you, you'll just tank that full skill. And I believe it does work that way, but only for physical attacks. I thought she was going to be this amazing anti-special unit for bosses that just one-shot you with specials. Nope. And with that limitation, it made it quite useless. There's really not that many physical skills you're worried about, that you're not just going to consistently get hit by them over and over and over. The dangerous ones just keep coming, so being able to survive one hit, not one hit, one skill every 20 seconds isn't going to do much. It was purely a PvP thing. Because it applies at the start of combat, so, you know, you have the... whatever his name is, the scientist dude that does the map-wide AoE and PvP, that was literally just to cancel that out. And now we have a whole new meta of mages again, so it doesn't really matter. I don't take PvP too seriously in this game. I got rank 1 for a short period of time, one time, and I'm happy with that. But I've pretty much been letting it auto battle this whole fight, and yeah. You can do this with other mages if you can't the tank you're using. There are plenty of tanks you can do this with. It's just I like being able to pick wherever I want to be, and my tank will just stand there and do nothing. The best skill in the entire game. Do nothing. Also, I actually don't need to even... I was going to try to kill the mages, but I can literally just AFK. Unless my healer decides to let Guile die for some reason. Or my healer just becoming stupid for some reason. Guile should never die. But spoke too soon. Even then, only a minor inconvenience. We need to move him now. I need to assist my learning impaired healer. The buffs on the targets. It's really not that complicated of a role, AI. You cast the heal when the heal is available. Game assistant, please. It would be amazing. Okay. Actually, I can just do this. I guess not. Okay. He becomes a lot more vulnerable when you walk in like that, so probably shouldn't do that, but I just want to get them piled up, so... Like I said, I can let it auto all the way through, but the trade-off is that auto will have a very bad chance to proc Goddess Kiss on something that actually gives that SP. It's not auto swap. It's the power of provoke. So he just really wants to kill her for some reason. I have like 9 attack aggro Guile lines. There you go. kill that stupid mage. Doing exactly what I'm doing, but, you know, their skill actually knocks up. It's not fair when they do it. I can let auto finish up. Oh wait, no, damn it. It's gonna use my skills. Yeah, I'm actually very impressed that he's performing this well for content this far ahead of his release. Like, he's honestly at the point where he could probably use a rerun and Awakenings. Well, he's not bad. He's not as bad as some of the older units, obviously, but he is pretty powerful. Like, if I was to recommend one change to him for the rework, it would be to give him int scaling on his skills, like pure int scaling. So that he could kind of fit his anime-style Omni class, that he can be a mage, he can be a melee. Just being so power leveled that he works in every role. And mechanically, it would make him play much better. Because his biggest weakness, like most mages, is not being able to sustain his MP. And if I could guarantee full goddess heals or goddess kiss heals every time he hit an enemy and actually triggered it, he would be an excellent hero. Which part of that is me not investing in him. Again, he only has 110 SC. But even if I did, it wouldn't be that much. The extra 45 SC or actually a little more. But there's not that much that I can actually spend that on to increase his goddess kiss props at this point. But there you go. A very lazy clear compared to my try-hard clear that was just too much effort. You can repeat this with any tank that is fully upgraded, obviously. I mean, Gorn should probably be able to do this very well. You'll just have to stay focused on Gorn and keep him standing where he needs to stand. Move him wherever he needs to be for the minions to get collateral damage, or use time stop map-wide fire magic. My only map-wide mage is... I mean, it's still ice. He also doesn't have fire magic, though. Unfortunately. He has a fire attack, but no naturally learned better fire magic. So there you go. Easy clear, use a mage, flip the fight. AFK for about 20 minutes. I mean, semi-AFK for about 20 minutes. Get your free full clear. It's still a ways to make the thing for me. I don't have the keys, obviously. I just now unlocked the fight. And yeah, it's... You can do it easily, and you can get a not very good reward from it. I guess technically, if I had this fully upgraded, it might be decent to put on Guile for this fight. Now, outside of this fight, I will probably never use this accessory. Maybe not never, but I don't foresee an event where I will use it. Other than fighting the boss to unlock it, which you can't do because you won't have it, obviously. But, later.